7, 8, 9, 10. Peace, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Listening Party. I'm Eric Leo 108, philosopher, sociologist, and hip hop artist. Uh, and I'm debuting a brand new track like I do every Friday. This week's track is called Eilish. Before we jump in, drop where you're watching from and let me know if you read the blog post yet at fiance.com. Check out the store. I could really use your support. If you hear something in the track that hits you, type it in the comments. Let's go bar for bar today. I will be in front of the Tidbits Theater in Coldwater, Michigan tomorrow. With Clubhouse, I'll have some books to sell. Um, I'm going to give an update. I did not do the blog post. I think I might skip it. I just need a break. Um, I'm like, this is like the first week. This would be like the first week in like 3 years. I'm still releasing the track, but I don't think I'm gonna do a blog post for it. I'll tell you, um, I made this song about Billy because she gave her money away. She gave millions of dollars away, and then she defends Palestine. So I thought she needed to be rewarded. I know it's not much, honey, um, but we love you. Thanks for doing what you do. Um, that's why I wrote it. I don't know what else to say about Billy besides that. Maybe we'll get into it when we get into it. I went to Connor Price and Nick D yesterday. That was fun. We'll get into it. Um, let's see. Then I'll do a lyrical breakdown of the track. We'll listen to the track and I'll do a lyrical breakdown. Shout out to you, Tony. You're a trooper. I love you. Damn it. Um, who made who made the beat? Raini did. It's part of Mr. Congeniality, which is all Raini. Who produced the track? Keanu Beats. Who does it feature? I carry the whole thing. Is it Cosmic Love? Um, you know, Gaia never directly said anything to me, but she would if she didn't want me to, and she usually affects my subconscious. Very rarely does she actually speak to me. It's usually affecting my subconscious. Announcements. I went to the Connor Price and Nick D Iconic tour yesterday. I got tons of pictures. I got video. I don't know if I'm gonna post any of them. Um, I don't know how I can spin it. I was just a spectator. So we have. Hopefully, I'll sell all these tomorrow. These are my hardcovers. There's Farming Humans, American Inequality and Profit Over People in the Age of Oligarchy. They're about $20. Canon will do. Dark Racism, The American Nightmare Project, and the new one, The Myth of the Sun. Um, this is getting into explaining why I'm not religious but still believe in God, and I'm an atheist in practice and a pantheist in theory. Hello, Moran. Um, but yeah, I'm very proud of these books. Let's see. Um, where Farming Humans is a zoom out of the system and will let you know like how the system functions and how you should think about it. There's a zoom in on individuals' lives in the American Nightmare Project. Canon Will Do is the philosophy of possibility, determination, and success. This is my personal philosophy about achieving success. The Myth of the Sun is, I've just described it. This is in a series of books, including 108, The Story of Discovering Earth's Consciousness, and Cosmic Love. This is the third installment, The Myth of the Sun. There will be more installments, some that blossom into economics, some that blossom into philosophy. And then Dark Racism, how racism is actually economic and not linguistic. Um, how America built inequality into law, wealth, and culture. I've actually gotten a couple purchases of this, the actual book, um, on Amazon. I've sold, a few of them in person too to people that know me. Um, a lot of the times, I don't talk about it, but a lot of times people think I'm the smartest person they've ever met, or like just really smart in general. Um, so it's easy for them once they know me to like take my recommendation in a book or read one of my books because they think I know what I'm talking about and I have a track record that proves it, especially in person. Um, so those are my books. The school community's doing well. I gotta find the right packaging for it. I've been changing up the about page. I still gotta make another video for it. This is what I mean. Like, I either have to do hours of copious computer work, or it's like shooting something and I don't have the money to market, so I gotta figure out that. I've been looking into what to do about that. It all costs money though, and it would be a risk. I really got to make sure my business is set up. I'm still getting the business right. I got another mentor. Do I believe in God? I believe nature is God. That's what it means to be pantheist. And I'm atheist in practice because that's how I believe we would find God. You would have to deny God's existence to look for evidence of God. That's how science works. And that's why. Um, hey, thank you. You're the best for being here. Okay, so I would like to thank El Marquis, Destiny Beats, Finico Beats, and especially Alex of Cozy Bear Beats, Josh Owens of A100, Ryan Anderson of Ryan Beats, and Josh Gatton of Keanu Beats. As you, this is old. The next release is, I think it's honestly Tamagotchi. Please don't come for me. Um, for the honor, for the that's old. I have I have some from Kingly coming out. Yeah, I'm all uploaded for like 2 months. I don't remember what the uploads were on. I wanted to take it off and just go easy. You're lucky I'm going live. Um, let's see. Let's see. What can we talk about? So I'll tell you about the Connor Price concert. Um, I went. It was like 2 hours away. It took me 3 hours to get there because I had to go through Detroit rush hour traffic. I went by myself. Um, you know, Detroit is a whole grid. Like it's a whole grid. So, like, but when you get into Royal Oak, you can tell it's a nice neighborhood. It's like a little cocoon of like an inner. I don't know how to describe it, but it's nice. I felt comfortable walking around and everything like that. Um, so uh, I went for a walk, smoked a J, then got in line. I waited for about an hour to an hour and a half. I was getting up when I heard the screams coming from somebody ran by with a camera. Um, on the way up there, Gaia was like, "Think about the experience," and she really never talks to me like that, and especially about business. Um, so I took it all in. I waited in line. I waited next to a nice couple named Katie and Jaron. Um, and let's see. You got into the venue. Thank goodness there were bathrooms. And then they were talking. We were hoping they had a merch table, which they did. Somebody said something that they wish they would come around with like merch in the line. I was thinking of ways to like hype up the line. The first concert I ever went to, it was a Tim McGraw concert. It was at the county fair, and they had like this gate um, on the back end, and you could sit behind the gate and in front of the gate. But they put a row of chairs right against the that gate on the inside, and my somehow my mom got us in there, and we sat on the chairs, and then Tim McGraw decided to walk the the concert between the back row and the row against the fence, and wow, did it hype the crowd up. My mom freaked out. I still remember her digging her closet and be, yeah, he's coming. I just looked at him while he went by. He was like this far away from me. Um, but yeah, it was great. I would, if you could, like, I don't know, make the line more entertaining. Like, or go, like, I know you pay for a meet and greet, but people will more want to pay for a meet and greet if you, if you, if you basically expose yourself to them. Not like expose as in, re- grow the relationship, they can see you and stuff like that. So I thought it would be cool if you would just like walk by um, the line before the concert just to get them hyped up. um, yeah, or like play music in the line. There was this piano at the bookstore around the corner where I got into line and waited for a while, and people would often play piano. If you I just think the yeah, thinking about Gaia, what she said about the experience, you know, the next level would be making the line somehow more interactive or better experienced than just waiting for the concert to begin. Other than that, you got in the concert and Graham went. Um, I was in the middle, about five people back, and there was like these guys in front of me that were really hyped up about the cameraman, Todd. Um, they passed out waters. Graham went. Graham did great. I didn't realize he could sing so well. Like you are very talented, sir. I still got to hit him up on DMs and be like, "I went to your concert. You did great, man." I haven't had time yet. Um, and it was great. He went, and then they took an intermission, and then Nick and Connor would come out. They would have like a video intro, which I thought was unique, which kind of segues you or connects you between um, the video that you watch and the performance that you're um, experiencing. So I thought that was right on the money. Give them what they came for, like, and like a private screening or whatever, and working with the uh, concert. Um, Other than that, I left early. Honestly, I've never felt so old in my life. I I was tired of standing. Um, I'm not gonna go into my health issues, but it's just basically I'm not used to that kind of thing, and I wanted to get ahead of people leaving. Uh, I I you know, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just I got stuff to do, and I was falling asleep on the way home, so it was good I left. I don't know if you could only get that at the concert, but that's the shirt I got. Overall, it was a great experience. They did well. The last hip hop concert I went to was like Nas in like 2009. There was just some guy up on stage like on his phone or whatever. At least when you were on stage, you gave a good performance. Like, and it was entertaining. You could tell Nick wasn't used to this. I don't know if his. You could tell he was minorly apathetic. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. But you could see Connor like egging him on and doing one of these, like making sure he was on cue and everything like that. But otherwise, they killed it. It was like Nick's first, like this is Nick's first tour, so I don't blame him, man. You did great for your first time. I think you really did great. And to be honest, I was mad, and I couldn't understand like why I was mad. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, if I'm spending my money and I'm driving that far, first of all, I don't like to drive in the city. I don't like to drive that far. Period. Um, I must really like and respect you three if I'm doing that. I wouldn't take that for granted. So, um, it's just with all your fans or whatever. But what was I gonna say? I was mad, and it's not their fault. Like I really love Connor, Nick, and Graham, um, and I couldn't figure out why I was mad um, about it. But I think I figured out that I you know it's hard to swallow being like as old as I am and not having like and having as many tracks as I do, and not having and not like being an industry insider, or at least the people I want them to know me and have a relationship with, I don't. It's getting to that point, and I have like relationships with a lot of people in music, so um, but I think I was upset that I think I was mad that I couldn't be up there with them. That's really what it came down to. Um, that was and I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself that I can't be up there with them, or at least doing something behind the scenes or helping them or whatever. I honestly, it doesn't seem like they need any help, but I thought about asking the crew if they need any help just to get experience and what it's like, and that's what I was really thinking about. Um, the smoke machine was cool, gave it that mystic vibe. Uh, I couldn't really see a lot, you know. I got some video before I left up at the top row. I was like up in front. That's the other thing. Tip of the cosmic love. Um, I thought about people got in line. I'm sure to go up to the front, and I went to the bathroom right as I got in there, and I didn't have to go again. But I thought about that, like if uh, I think it was actually Katie warned me about that. Um, what do you do? She said something about that, and so I made sure to use the restroom, and then um, I was like, these people. I had a hard time. I just had a hard time. Like, I was getting tired. I was getting fatigued. Um, Made me realize how out of shape I am, and they. Then I wake up and Olivia Rodrigo is talking about how she can smell people when she performs because those in the front wear diapers and stuff to make because so they don't have to leave their spot to go to the bathroom. That's intense. That's, it's not me. That's not me. If that's what it took to do music, I'd probably not do it. um. uh. Yeah. That's some dedication. That's some real fans. I mean, that's what you want basically as a artist. It made me feel like concerts have to evolve somehow. If we're wearing a diaper as humans to enjoy life, I don't know if I don't know if we're doing it right. Anyways, what else? So it made me realize I got another mentor. He really focuses on the label. Speaking of which, they just talk. They never say nothing or whatever you're talking about in your new. You uploaded Paperboy wrong. At least I think you did, because it's Paperboy as the artist, and you're still attached to Connor and Nick, but you're along with other people in the same topic channel as well. First of all, you should have spelled it different. Second of all, don't take it down, re-upload it, in the right way, and then once it's re-uploaded, then take the old one down. Anyways, um, these are the ways I could help you. I'm really into my new mentor, and he really is talking about how to run the business and ownership and all this kind of stuff, like protecting your assets. I got to get UPCs now and ISRCs. Um, I don't I'm like I recently decided like I keep a schedule or whatever, and I've decided I don't have time to keep up with like 6 blogs. I've put it down to like the psychosocial philosopher and sociology of love, and I say I won't keep it up, but I probably will keep up Nouveau economics. That's not true because it doesn't do well. Sorry Gaia. That's why I'm writing the book. I have a whole plan for that too. Um, Maybe I'll talk about it later. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. Of course, I did secure. Um, I've always wanted to do. I'll say I've always wanted to do a charity album for the dogs. Just like make an album called For the Dogs, which is about and give all the money to charity. The problem is I haven't I have no pull in the music industry. I don't make any money basically. So I would be giving them something of like something worthless. But what I've recently discovered with this stuff, I've been trying to um, get a different mindset, and it's been giving me ideas. And what was I saying? Uh, yeah, I think I found a way to make it work. Um, I'm still giving them an asset, so um, anyways, I've been really into this new mentor. So, and I've decided I don't really need an investor, or if I got an investor, it would be incomplete without two things: a business manager and a videographer slash producer. And I think uh, I don't have the money to like pay them, so I think I'm gonna have to give them revenue share, which is fine. But I'm coming up with that deal. I'll probably start looking for one here shortly. Um, It's not even that I even want to be on stage that bad. It's that I want to, I just want to know these people, and been nice to talk to Connor. I don't have the money to pay him to do a meet and greet. That's the problem. So maybe if I help him in business or something, I don't know. But um, Paperboy sounded good. I have a new Cosmic Love track. All the way, it's gonna be called On the Way. It's gonna be called Gorgeous. Tamagotchi is it's I think Tamagotchi is next week, and it's a it's a Cosmic Love track. I have not talked about that Cosmic Love. That's intentional. um. Anyways, books. I don't even have to be a hip hop artist. I could make it as an author. Like you would be so lucky. Uh, I'm looking for. I'm putting out. I'm talking to people about producers about sync still, and I'm still looking into sync. I've pulled back on the blogs. Um, I have yet. I have. I have. I'm gonna make Nouveau Economics, Gaia Rules, this atheism in practice, and technocratic. Did I say nouveau economics and Gaia rules? Um, those books are important because the whole point of the music is for the message, and I want to make sure my message comes off clear about why I do things. There's other behind the scenes that I've been waiting for like a month to get right. Um, I'm still not going to say anything about it yet. But I'm going to be looking for a manager and a videographer still. I remember looking for a videographer like a couple years ago, and I decided just to do it myself. And I'm back to that. I'm back to that. There's certain things like a lot of things like I'll think I want something and then I'll let it go and then Gaia, I swear it's Gaia. Gaia will give me another option or make me realize I didn't want that or need that. So I'll wait. But there's certain things that recur that I'm like, yeah, I should probably invest in that. So it has to be like that. I hate high pressure situations. I hate high pressure sales situations. Like, if you do that to me, I probably won't buy from you. Just because I just know how the sales work and scarcity and timing and especially if it's not a good deal. Like, you really gotta offer me a bargain for me to like take it. I've looked into getting going viral basically and growing a personality, and it's going to cost me thousands of dollars. I have to really make sure I want it and am ready for it. The goal would be to do sync first, which is a lower, believe it or not, lower barrier to entry, even though it's, yeah, I consider it mid barrier to entry. Um, it all takes money. But yeah, the what else do I want to say about countering Nick? It was great. There were, uh, I don't know if Royal Oak has any ordinances, but I thought about smoking a joint in line, but I figured I shouldn't. And there was a bunch of kids, so I didn't want to. Um, it was a good time, man. It was fatiguing. I gotta pay for it. I gotta go there. I gotta spend my time, money. I must really like you guys. Is what I'm saying. Just to get pissed off. No, it was a good time. It was a good time. That's my own problems if I'm upset. You guys did great. You guys did great. Very entertaining. That there must have been at least 500 people. The whole place was like captivated the whole time. Like when I left, nobody was leaving. Everybody wanted to stay the whole thing. I left at like 9:50. I remember turning around to leave. Um, you guys did that. I'm in that video that you got shot for Scoop. I'm nodding my head. Nice job, Graham. Nice job, Graham. Nice job, Nick. Nice job, Connor. Let's see what else. I swear there was something else I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I I just really want to let it go for a couple days. It's always something. I know I'm only on here Friday, but I'm usually doing something. I did a social media purge. I have to educate myself. I'm focused on content by Alex Hormozy, and there's some of them here. I gotta set up a Claude bot. It's gotta be easier. Like, I work a lot. Like, it's gotta be easier. It's just gotta be easier. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not putting. I need to focus on, like, something different. I don't want to stop putting out music, but at the same time, like, I have to protect what I have. Yeah, and it all costs money, like, with no revenue. So I talked about the next four books. Um, I for farming humans, I put up a bunch of, like, independent creators' voices on my YouTube page. But I didn't own them, so I couldn't monetize it if I wanted to, if it blows up or something like that. This is one of the things I've done to prepare the business. So I've created scripts out of all those videos, or I'm going to create scripts, um, and make explainer videos or faceless videos. It's gonna cost time and money though. That's another thing. Like, it's like the blogs. I want to do it, but and I would totally hire somebody to do that. And honestly, if I could hire somebody to get these income streams actually going, um, it just takes a prodigious amount of work, and I have to pull back to only focusing on sync, school, and writing books. Even social media, like, doing that as well, is like, I know it's only 4 hours. Like, it's like 4 hours once a week. Um, that's why I had to pull back on the blogs. I have to focus on what makes money. Like, no matter what, I you know I know, like, there has to be some balance between getting out the message, which is very, like, I'm a philosopher when it comes down to it. Getting out the message and making money, and often what explains or is the reason, or the content, the reason people follow, is what I can't focus on. I waste so much time doing administrative tasks. It's not a waste of time, but I just can't keep up. Um, so let's see. Eilish is out. What's good, Billy? There's some lyricism that works into that. The reason why the cover art is a goat, and looks like you. And you're silly, you Billy. What you think you have now? I heard people really like that lyric. So we'll get into it. It's been 33 minutes. My bad. No, but I think what it really comes down to is I really respect Connor. Let's be serious. Like, he's probably, honestly, he's probably an intellectual, um, but he just knows his demographic. Like, he knows what sells. So I can't blame him for, like, actually being good at his job. Like, he probably likes my shit, you know, genuinely, but he just can't talk about it because that's not in his. First of all, I'm not in his wheelhouse. Um, I'm trying to expand my wheelhouse right now, honestly. Uh, and I really respect Nick. Nick, you could honestly, probably, with the way you look and how good you rap, it's always something really soulful and about it being a dad, and comes from the heart, and I really respect you for that. with the way you look, you could probably really make a lot from the MAGA market, and you probably would have no longevity. But you could milk that market for all it's worth, and people would love you. But yeah, um, it would be great if you would. I think you could actually focus on converting some of those people away from that, because there's this whole thing about leaving MAGA, um, because it's like a cult and by a con artist. Um, but I really respect you for actually, keeping it kid friendly and speaking from the heart and not being. I mean, you could be racist, you could be all this nefarious, but you choose not to. Um, Graham is Graham is just way talented. He's You guys are really good Christians. If I could compliment you in that way as well. Um, yeah, I really respect you guys. And I want to do business with people I respect and admire, and so if you ever want to have that conversation. Otherwise, I'll just be a fan. I mean, you're doing good work. Guy has nothing but good things to say. She says hi. Okay. You got that la la, you got that you got me mama, you got me My shorty gives back to the community. My shorty wants peace and love and unity. My shorty spreads love when she comes through. My shorty thinks it all through. Welcome to my mind, how you doing tonight? Cordial and cunning like Sully and Cully. Ever since you quoted. Oh yeah, Happy Juneteenth. If I would have, I don't know why I don't follow the holidays. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If I would have known, I would have put guap on this. Usually, I don't know if Juneteenth usually falls on a Friday. It's the 19th, so no, it switches. Anyways, if I would have known, I would have put guap released here in Eilish. I got to think of it months ahead of time, and if I don't like realize this kind of stuff, it's all on me. But happy Juneteenth, and consider guap my song for the Juneteenth crowd. Um, and happy Pride. We made the card. I knew I liked you, but it's been hard. Cause we're not friends. But maybe someday we'll show each other grace and have a torrid exchange. Heated discussions about our state. Like I talk about in Read 108. You got that la la, you got that you got me mama, you got me you got that la la, you got that you got me mama, you got me You silly Billy, what you think you Eminem gonna learn from experience and what you read? What's the point of society if we're not helping each other? We're meant to rule and not be ruled. We the people preserve the union, bond like fission, invest in the fusion. If you were a flooster, you'd be a wooster, pretty and super, giddy and turned up. My shorty gives back to the community. My shorty wants peace and love and unity. My shorty spreads love when she comes through. My shorty thinks it all through. Honestly, that was the other thing. If you wanted to hype up the crowd, not even send Connor, just send Bree out there to like say hi. Um, I know you make money off of meet and greets, but you're not getting a picture with everybody. You're just maybe they can snap one of you or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think it would be a great way to up the experience, even if Bree would walk out. And we didn't get to see much of Bree, and I wanted to see more of Bree. Uh, you went over and hugged her at one point after you said she was your manager, but I couldn't see her. And then there was another lady in black that was on stage filming you, and I thought that was her, but I don't think that was her. Neon green hair, oh how you dare express yourself, it's rare. Look at me and stare. Well, aren't you chill? Aren't you demure? You're the type of chick that heals a war. You got that la la, you got that you got me, mama, you got me, you got that la la, you got that you got me, mama. So this is just nice and playful and you got me, mama. You got me. Women and I just want to be friends with Billy. She seems great, and I wanted to reward her for being such a great person. You got that la la. You got that. You got me, mama. You got me. My shorty gives back to the community. My shorty wants. So my shorty gives back to the community. This is because she donated those millions. What's even better than that is she told billionaires to give their money away, right in front of them. Like that was even better. You should have told them to pay their taxes. We don't want them to give their money away. We want the law to take it away. Because they're not giving it away. Like it would be one thing if billionaires were so altruistic, but they're not. They're narcissistic. They're a higher percentage of narcissists, like by a clinical definition, than the rest of society. That's why they're in the position that they are. Um, I don't know if it's 30% higher or 30% of like business CEOs are like have clinical narcissism or would be considered. Not that they get help. Um, but yeah, yeah, I definitely want to reward that. Peace and love and unity, my shorty spreads love when she comes through. She wants peace and love and unity. She wants the war in the Middle East to stop. She spreads love when she comes through. My shorty thinks it all through. You really got to think it through because they'll attack you. And she said before that they're trying to like end her career, like Israelis. Like Israelis, I don't know. I don't know what. Like the aristocracy, I'm not. I'm not like so versed in Israel, and trust me, you don't want me to be. Welcome to my mind. How you doing tonight? Cordial and cunning, like Sully and Cully. Ever since you quoted Renee Descartes, I knew I liked you, but it's been hot. She said, I think therefore I am. I think therefore I am. Darn, you think that you're the. I think therefore I am. That song. That's Renee Descartes. I actually put that, and what I'm making reference to is I think I put it. I think it's in Read 108, where I say, you know what it will say on my grave. I think therefore I am. Something about that. I can't think of the lyric right now. But yeah, I referenced, and it was around the same time. That's like, and then I'm bringing up that cosmic love instance, between us. Um, Cause we're not friends, but maybe someday we'll show each other. So we're not friends, but maybe someday we'll. The grace and have a torrid. We'll show each other grace and have a torrid exchange. Like a heated. That torrid means like. Thrashing. Yeah, things like that. Like it's not violence, but like, it's like the ocean is torrid. Like torrid currents. Heated discussions. Heated discussions about our state. So I'm saying like we would get along, but we'd probably have some heated discussions about the world, which I think is great, and why I want to talk with her, and they think we'd be friends. About our state, like I talk about in Read 108. And there's the reference to the cosmic love I'm identifying with. You got that la la, you got that you got me, mama, you got me, you got that la la, you got that you got me, mama, you got me, you silly, you Billy. What you think you Eminem? She said that she's scared of Eminem when she was younger. And making reference to Eminem being the goat, and you silly, you Billy. What you think you Eminem? Gonna learn from experience and what you read. So maybe and she's like, I really have to give it to her because even though she's she's not a nepo baby, but she's like the same. She came up and she didn't really have to experience hardship in life that most people, because 60% live paycheck to paycheck. So she couldn't experience it, but she's probably not an idiot and read about it and accepts it and changes her behavior accordingly, which I really respect. Like you don't have to have come from the gutter or whatever to have perspective. You just gotta listen to reason and like accept evidence. And and she's done well for herself at a young age, but yet she still has perspective, and I appreciate that. Learn from experience and what. So you learn from experience and what you read. You read? What's the point of society if we're not helping each other? We're meant to rule and not be ruled. Um, and that's the whole thing. What's the like that? That is the point of society. Otherwise, you have I should actually look up what anarchism actually means before I talk about it. So never mind. We the people preserve the union. Bond the I know I'm talking about the Constitution. Vision, invest in the fusion. If you were a flooster, you'd be a rooster, pretty and super, giddy and turned up. And then I compliment her by relating to her to a fuzzy animal, like the one on the cover. My shorty gives back to the community. My shorty wants peace and love and unity. My shorty spreads love when she comes through. My shorty thinks it all through. Neon green hair, oh how you dare express yourself, it's rare. Look at me and stare. Well, aren't you chill? Aren't you demure? She came out. I don't know when that demure thing came up. That was on social media. I don't know if she ever even did the trend. I don't know why I put that in there. Other than it's popular. You're the type of chick that heals a war. And she talks about the Israel-Palestinian conflict which is she's the type of chick that heals a war. Good on you, babe. You got that la la, you got that you got me, mama, you got me, you got. And I just want to point out, like, there's things like you gotta be you gotta have a persona that is sexual for me to come on to you sexually or talk sexually in lyrics. Typically, there's some of them I have multiple tracks about, like Swift, who I go there, but that's basically because she asked for it in a cosmic love way. I don't know if she's asking me for it, but uh, Gaia asked for it. Let's put it that way. And none of this is sexual. None of this is appropriate. If she's I this is what I'm saying, like, I'm not objectifying her. I'm congratulating her and like being like nice job and with the song, and I don't talk about it, but when Vicky Hammett reached out to me, I gave her rights over the song to be able to use it. She just doesn't use it. Like, if you ever wanted, this is about getting the business right and about other entities investing in me, and I got to make sure the I have ownership, and it's protected and all this stuff, and how they look at it. But I just want her to feel good about it. I'd even, if she wanted to promote it or whatever, or would just say that she liked it. That's all she's got to say. I'd give her some of it. I can do that. It's my stuff. It's my shit. I own all of it. At least common law. Um, but anyways, like, yeah, I just want my, all the girls from the Mr. Congeniality series. I just want you to feel good about it, and it's not worth anything now, but the offer still stands when I blow up or whatever. Something happens to me, make sure you get yours. Um, but yeah, I want I want people to feel lucky I made a song about them for the most part. There are people that like I can get out my weapons and go after you, but for the most part, especially Eric Leo 108. That's the other thing. There won't be any more like negativity coming from Eric Leo 108. Um, it's really I changed my Instagram. It's more about cosmic love, being a label owner and a community builder. On Eric Leo 108, I'm diversifying again. Um, I'll find another outlet for the music on Instagram. I'm gonna focus on those three things on my Eric Leo 108 profile. But what was I talking about? Um, oh, you won't find any more. I'm gonna focus Eric Lee 108 on the love, like cosmic love and business relationships. Um, and I will not. I'm gonna find another avenue to put out my. I'm basically rebranding. I'm focusing my brand. I won't be talking about like I probably shouldn't have even done MAGA, or probably I shouldn't even done the What Now 2 album period, um, or the Corporate Rule album. Yeah, you'll see. It's what I'm doing behind the scenes. Um, it's taking a while though, but I'm not. Eric Leo 108 is going to be all about the love and the business. So this is one of the ways like Connor has influenced me, because the other thing is like I have kids that listen to me. My stuff is adult. I do not want kids listening to me. I have a hard enough time with adults. But as a business owner, like if you can get them young, that's a lifetime fan slash customer base. So yeah, we'll talk about it more when the behind the scenes stuff is done. But I'm honing in my brand, and I'm really gonna. It's probably gonna be like responses to Cosmic Loves and Cosmic Bros. So if you want my attention, you're gonna have to show me some love, basically. Otherwise, you don't want my attention if it's negative, because it's gonna be. I'm no angel, baby. I'm like the angel of death. I'll- You'll see. Anyways, yeah, no more negativity coming from Eric Leo. I might take some stuff down, honestly. It's taken me a while. It's gonna take me a while, but yeah, I'm really gonna like, and the color is not gonna change, but the message is gonna change, which is the branding. Um, the colors are fine. The colors doesn't make really a brand. The messaging makes the brand and who you pair it with. Um, so those three aspects: the business side of the music business, the community building, and being a voice for Gaia through cosmic love. That's really what I want to focus on. Um, and that's how I can help people. Like, People really respect that I put out. It's easier for me to navigate the industry because I have a catalog now. People say work doesn't matter. I say this like hard work doesn't pay off, but if you do the work, there are benefits. It's just like having benefits at a job. You may not get paid well, but you still have the benefits of working for that company or the work you did. So, yeah, I really, and plus, like, even if I don't make money, I'm still a hip hop artist and author. I still have the evidence of like the 10 books that I wrote or the 200 tracks that I did, and I might still be figuring out the business, but that doesn't mean I'm not an artist. You know, it doesn't mean that I won't get more opportunities just because I've done the work. So, that's an important differentiation, and I won't be posting any more angry posts on like threads or whatever. It's gonna stay Cosmic Love, and I might unblock my X account honestly because I'm done. I found another outlet basically to do shit posts, um, to express my feelings without alienating myself from my audience. Um, It's really comes down to it. It's about peace, love, and unity, and you really got to evaluate yourself. Make sure you're actually doing those things that are gonna achieve peace, love, and unity, and that often comes with being selfless and putting other people's first. And that's what I can do as the community builder, label owner, and an artist that does Cosmic Love. So it's more of a selfless direction. Um, I'm still gonna be able to make money. I think the money will come from that. I think I gotta position myself, and I have to make myself more attractive business wise. Um, there's one factor that has been helping me do this. I'm trying to think of whether I should tell you. I've been getting hypnotized. Like I got some hypnotism audios and stuff like that. Um, but I think it's really been helping. It's made me come up with more deals. It made me think different, relieve some stress, um, really changed my mindset and let me blossom into like a better person. I mean, therapy really didn't help, but I think the community involvement and hypnotism is really what's helping. In all honesty, uh, yeah, concert was great. Pissed me off, but it was great. So, what are you just gonna do? I mean, I've thought about just keep on putting out tracks and being like making it the evidence that America is a POS because you can't make it, or you can actually do something about it, and you got to change. I've thought about not putting this comes back down to the same thing. I've thought about not putting out another track a week, but I have the means. It really isn't that expensive, especially that it really costs me nothing anymore. It may cost me $10 per track. Um, but if I do it, it costs me like a very low monthly fee. So I really want to keep on the cosmic love aspect, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you're not worth my time. If you make me spend time on you, I must a like you or really effing hate you. So if I like you, I'm spending my time because I want to be there, and you make me genuinely feel good, and that's what the cosmic love is. And then I'm not done. It's actually probably going to get harsher about the negativity, but I'm just going to separate it. Um, and if I'm mentioning you in that aspect, you probably are an arbiter of societal dismay, to be completely honest. Good luck figuring out what that is if you're not. uh, I used to talk above people, but it doesn't make money. In all honesty. Um, Now, when I talk to other philosophers, that's a different story. It's like going into academia. Anyways, I miss those days. Speaking of which, I got denied. I don't know if I said this. I got denied all my grants. America's so not great right now. Well, this went well. Hopefully, I got everything out that I wanted to. This has just been off the cuff, besides the stuff I read on the phone, but I did not have a plan today. The blog post is probably not going to go up. And if it does go up, it'll be very short. The only reason the blog post isn't going to go up is because I'm going to also release the album for it. If it wasn't part of an album and it was just a single, I would do the blog post. And the other thing is, nobody makes me do this stuff. This is all intrinsic motivation. You know, I have no idea why my nose keeps on bothering me. Um, this is all intrinsic motivation. So, like, I'm the boss. If I feel I need a break, it's a good time too. So, um, I think we're gonna leave it there. I could keep on rambling on forever, but I think we got the gist of it. I got an outro. That's the other thing. I want to attract artists. Eventually I want to be a real label and provide opportunities to artists. And I have to have a community to sell to. I have to make them want to do business with me, and it's just the same thing with me and Cosmic Love. Um, and then they have to know I can handle it, which is the business part. So I think contributing to the community or contributing to the industry is why I changed my Instagram profile. What am I looking for? I am looking for. Is this the right? I'm not the right thing. Um, this is the kind of thing I mean. Can all get very confusing, very fast, a lot of work. Come out and see me tomorrow in front of Tidbits Theater in Coldwater. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. This was the Friday listening party for Eilish. If you want a deeper dive, check out. No, I didn't make the blog post. Stream the song on all platforms and don't forget to leave a review to my books or music. You can find the album for the Mr. Congeniality 1 and 2 at fiance.com / Mr. Congeniality. There's a sales page up. You can also find it on Bandcamp. Actually, I don't think you can find it on Bandcamp yet. Why does my nose itch so much? You can find it on Bandcamp. You can't find it on Bandcamp yet. The only place you can find the Mr. Congeniality 2 so far is on the sales page on my website. Okay, if you're an artist, join the Helm 108 school community. If you want to like roast me brutally in the comments on or the DMs on Instagram and tell me why you won't sign up, that would be helpful actually. Oh, and Connor and Nick, you guys could help. You could help by investing. You can help by giving me a loan. You can help by joining my school community. You could help by giving me a verse. You could help by if you wanted to help, not that you want to help. There's a bunch of ways you could help. I mean, you could tell your fans. I mean, there's a bunch of ways you could help if you wanted to. I don't expect you to have to want to. I know it's on me. But if you want to grow a relationship, that'd be great. If you're a fan, join Bandcamp at ericleo108.bandcamp.com and you can find links to everything. I put albums up on my website too. They either go to a sales page, which I gotta make sales pages for all that, and then what I'm really gonna do is promote the website. That's the other thing I gotta do. It was like, the thing is, like, it was like spend thousands of dollars to get big on social media to attract leads, to attract customers, or I can just spend that money on the website. So that's rolling around the bowl noggin. Anyways, I'm giving you so much free game. I know it was an hour. Anyways, all they do is talk. But I hope it stays that way. I'm coming for you. Oh no! Anyways, I love all of you. You're great. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. Until next time, I'm going to go itch my nose some more. Thank you. Have a good one. See you.